It's SNL in review. So, let's review. Tonight's host is Josh Brolin, who returns for a third stint on Saturday Night Live. His first episode is a borderline modern classic. Days before the 2008 election, a very pregnant Amy Poehler performed the Sarah Palin rap alongside the actual then GOP vice presidential candidate. It's the fart face episode. A very fun era for the show. During Brolin's 2012 return, he thanked Lorne Michaels and the Goodnights for creating the greatest show on earth. Brolin has been a prolific actor since he broke through with Goonies, and especially following his fantastic role in No Country for Old Men. This week, I caught up with former SNL cast member Matthew Lawrence at the Lexington Comic and Toy Con. He is anxious to see Dune, Part 2, which features Brolin, though he didn't love the first. On Brolin, he says, "I grew up with his father, his acting. I always thought he was wonderful. And Josh is a great actor. I've seen almost all his films. A couple of days ago, he just did a very funny thing with Stephen Colbert on his show. He also recently rewatched Sin City, A Dame to Kill with Brolin." Also returning tonight, Ariana Grande, who first performed on SNL in 2014, then served as both host and musical guest in 2016. She has at least one classic sketch under her belt. So there's some potential brewing. Color me cautiously optimistic. Let's go. Cold open. Oh boy, SNL takes on the State of the Union. Punky Johnson is Kamala Harris. Michael Longfellow is back as Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. Mikey Day is Joe Biden, or is Joe Biden Mikey Day? I could do without all of this. Then, Alabama Senator Katie Britt is introduced, and she's played by Scarlett Johansson. So yes, we return to SNL's celebrity cameo, political cold open season. Sunday morning YouTube clickbait. I shudder. Look, this is largely bad stuff, especially the beginning. Bad, paint-by-numbers, ham-fist political comedy. Well, to be fair, some of the Katie Britt jokes, the QVC bit, and Get Out come to mind. Work. Johansson's impression is commendable. But I want to note her past role playing Ivanka Trump in the show's Trump multiverse, and how bleak that was. I just don't want these going back to that pandering place over the next several months. All week, Twitter, X, knew SNL was going to this well, that they couldn't resist. So the show is fulfilling its duty, but taking the ball from one of its capable female cast members. And that's lame. Monologue. Brolin notes that everything is the same at age since he last hosted SNL 12 years ago. He jokes about the musical guests during his past episodes, Adele, Gaudier, and some of the major events that have happened over the past 12 years, such as Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg's friendship, playing Thanos. Bank robbery. Devin Walker and James Austin Johnson come to rob a Chase branch. Customers Josh Brolin and Heidi Gardner are very into it. It's a turn-on for them. They're a weird couple trying to hook up with the criminals. Airplane song. Andrew Dismukes. His phone is dead on a long flight, so to entertain himself he watches what the man to his right, Brolin, is watching. Ad Astra. Pretty funny concept and a good song. Brolin is game, and there's a fun duet between the leads. This did not need Keenan or Chloe Trost jumping in. The show wants to pigeonhole her as the voice, stop that, and let her do other things. People pleaser support group. This is a solid premise. People who can't say no, who compulsively fall over themselves when they feel uncomfortable. I like the people pleases prayer of deference. One of the participants is Ariana Grande. Wine and cheese night. A group of friends is tasting fine wine and cheese. Tiger, the house cat, shows up, sitting in Josh Brolin's lap. He looks and functions like Tunces, no? Brolin is very touched that the cat selected him. His job is awful. He closes nursing homes and turns them into Topgolfs. He gets irate when Tiger turns to Randall, Devin Walker, and madness ensues. This one is okay. Shrimp Tower. Ariana Grande performs Imperfect for You. Grande, Max Martin, and Ilya co-produced this one. It's both a love serenade as well as an ode to meaningful family and friendships. Maya Rudolph has officially been replaced as Kamala Harris. Punky Johnson over Ego Newton is curious casting. An overwhelming 42% of you decided the Sydney Sweeney episode was good. Intense dance by Brolin during the Goodnights. He again says SNL is the greatest show on earth. Very nice.